Hello and welcome to Michelle's World. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. Do I eat it very often? Of course not, because it's quite fattening. But I make a fabulous mac and cheese with wonderful English cheddar. Come with me to my kitchen and I'll show you how I prepare it. I also like some kind of vegetable to go with my macaroni and cheese. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to make to go along with it. Before you begin cooking, bring 4 cups or 950 milliliters of water to a boil. Melt 3 tablespoons or 40 grams of butter into a pan. Keep the heat no higher than medium so that the butter will not burn while it's melting. I'm using 2 cups or 260 grams or 9 ounces of this kind of noodle. Now I added 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I want a nice thick roux. By the way, there'll be enough sauce for 4 people, but I'm only preparing for 2 today and I'll have leftover sauce for another day. Mix the flour into the butter until it's nice and smooth. Now add 1 cup or 235 milliliters or 4.5 ounces of whole milk gradually. Mix very well until the flour, the butter, and the milk become a nice, smooth, creamy texture. Use a wooden spoon in order to avoid sticking at the bottom of the pan. Once you've added all the milk, you can now switch to a whisk. Now add 1 cup, 235 milliliters or 4.5 ounces of heavy cream. The heat should be no higher than medium. You don't want any milk sticking to the bottom of the pan. Mix frequently to ensure that won't happen. In a frying pan, add 5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Add 1 tablespoon and a half of butter. I'm going to cook some broccoli and Brussels sprouts to go with my macaroni and cheese. The combination is absolutely delicious. Add salt and pepper to taste. This is a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of coarse black pepper. I'm also sprinkling 2 pinches of dry thyme. Add 2 pressed garlic cloves. I like lots of garlic. You can always use just 1. Mix all the ingredients well and cook on low heat, covered. Now that the milk has come to a slow boil, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of paprika. That's right, paprika. Mix it into the milk with a whisk. Sweet paprika adds lovely flavor and color. Now add 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. I'm using Nanny's cheese. It's made in England. It's a lovely creamy cheddar. If you can't find Nanny's cheese, use the cheddar of your choice, but try to get one that's more creamy rather than hard. This brick of cheese is 200 grams. I used 300 grams, so I bought 2 packages. I grated the cheese, of course. Melt the cheese by mixing it into the milk. Whisk very well until smooth and creamy. Cook the macaroni a little less than al dente. Par cook them. Once you've poured them into the colander, shake the colander well in order to remove all the excess water from the noodles. Add the macaroni into the cheese and mix really well. Make sure the sauce is mixed into the hollow part of each noodle. Continue cooking the noodles in the hot cheese sauce on medium heat, covered. Once your noodles are tender, your mac and cheese is ready. It's finally time to serve this scrumptious meal. Look at this extra creamy and rich mac and cheese. You could bake it if you want, but I actually prefer it just like this, nice and creamy and hot off the stove. This mac and cheese with Brussels sprouts and broccoli always reminds me of my very close friend Monica. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Woo! Ooh, it's piping hot. This is so good. Definitely worth the calories. I had leftover cheese sauce. I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator. It could stay there for at least 3 days. And then you can make more macaroni and cheese for a little bit later if you're only 2 people. If you're 4, then you can cook the whole thing at once. Bon appetit. It's delicious. Thank you for watching how to prepare mac and cheese. It turned out absolutely delicious. Please try it and let me know how it worked out for you. And please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.